the 7th of Pesach is the day that the people of Israel crossed the Red Sea. You know, when we're reading Beshalach, we're not reading it when there is an opening in the universe. There's an opening because it's Shabbat, okay? But it didn't happen that day, because that day, the people of Israel, this Shabbat, this Friday, night, we are going to the energy of the sea opened is about to reveal. It's called, there is something that it's called in 10 luminous emanation. It's called Reshimu. And Reshimu, I always encourage you to go and learn 10 luminous emanation. I really find that this is the true Kabbalah. It's the learning of the Sfirot and the worlds and Olam Bria and Olam Asiyah and Keter and Chokhmah and Binah and all the, all the, how the spiritual world is operated. It's not so much practical, but it's really great to learn that. Anyway, there is a word called Reshimu. Okay, it's a concept, it's not a word, called Reshimu. Reshimu means to, it's a list, but Reshimu it also means that to remember. All right, and the Rav always explained whatever it is that you had before, you could have again. And the Rav gave example for a rich person that used to have $10 million in the bank. I don't know if today 10 million is considered to be rich, but when the Rav spoke about it, I guess it was, right? So a person has $10 million in the bank. Something happened and the guy lost it. He lost the money. Years goes by, and the person comes to the bank and is asking for a loan so he can go back and rebuild his life. So the Rav is saying, the guy coming to the bank, he's sitting so afraid, near the bank manager, and he's asking for $100,000. And the Rav said, but the person already had $10 million. That means that the vessel of the person is a $10 million. Why would a person will not sit with confidence near that, that bank manager and says, I want $10 million? It's because we always, the Reshimu that the negative Reshimu that we always have is the failing. Oh, we lost the money, the judging, we lost the money, the fear of failing, we remember how we made a bad deal. We remember what we did wrong. Don't remember that we already worth $10 million. All right, and that's called Reshimu. So many times in life when we had something that was really good, and for some reason we don't have it anymore, we need to go back to that time that we had it and claim it back. The person that sits near the bank manager, if he would feel that he still have that $10 million, he wouldn't be afraid to ask for it so he can rebuild life and he can start where he stopped. So many times we are in a great relationship and then something happened and it finished. We need to remember, instead of, oh my God, I'm not going to love again. Sorry, because look what happened to me. I allowed myself to fall in love and I had a great relationship, but then the relationship failed. And we remember the negative side of it instead of like, wow, I had a great relationship. Yeah, it went away. But you know what? I remember how it was. This is where I want. This is where I want to remember. And I know if I had it once, I can have it again. And if I was happy before, and if I felt great, and if I was healthy before, everything is that we want in life, we always connect to that Reshimu that the Rav explained, and go back to the past. And why am I telling you all this Reshimu thing? Is because this is where we reconnect to the 7th of Passover. Because the 7th of Passover is the day that the people of Israel crossed the Red Sea. All right, so in that moment, in that day, that of Shvi Shel Pesach, that the energy of Atika Kadisha, of how Be'atika Talia Malta, it's like really, really the energy of Keter is open, and we can all tap into it. Okay, we can tap into it if we can really believe that good things can happen to us, right? And if we can really make that happen. True. So Passover started with a miracle. It started with the 10 the last plague, and it finished with a miracle, the crossing of the Red Sea, right? And that's what we want to connect. We want to connect. It's called Ba'atika Talia Malka. That's why it says when the people of Israel yelled, and Moses yelled to the Creator, and the Creator says, Mati tza'ak, why are you yelling at me? You have the power to connect to Atika, to connect to the Keter. Today I'm giving you that energy to connect to Keter. Just go and do something. Just go. Why are you yelling at me? There's nothing I can do. You can do it. You can connect to everything in life that you want to have. And not every day we can do that. We can do it in Rosh Hashanah. We can do it in Rosh Hashanah just by, all the process of praying, being in the synagogue, being in the war room, the Rav is calling it, and really do the connection. There is 3 things that is decided is life, children, and sustenance, money. And that day of Rosh Hashanah, it's been decided for each and every one of us. And really, during the year, it doesn't matter what are we going to do. It has nothing to do with, it has to do with mazala. It has nothing to do with how much I worked and if I earned it or I didn't earn it. This is 3 things that we need to merit. And we merit it in Rosh Hashanah, and it's been decided. But in Pesach, even if it's been decided, we can go back to the Atika and we can change that, whatever verdict it is. And we can connect to, and we need to do it. And we talked about it in the portion of Beshalach, so I'm not going to invest a lot in that, but it's in Mesirut Nefesh, when we are totally dedicated. Only when we are dedicated, and this was Nachshon ben Aminadav from the tribe of Judah, he just jumped into the water, because he said, if the Creator brought us all the way here, he didn't bring us to die. He only bring us because we still have to receive the Torah. So there's more for us. And if there is more for us, we just need to take a risk, jump into the water, and see what will happen. Nachshon from the word Nachshon ben Aminadav, that was his name, from the word nechishut. Nechishut in Hebrew is determination. I am determined. And he went, and he were not afraid, and he just jumped into the water, and the water split. And the water standing like a wall. It says, "Amayim amdu kechuma miyiminam umismolam." The water stand like a wall from their right and from their left. So what really happened? They went in the center column, because the water could just disappear or evaporate. Or why the water had to stand up from their right and from their left? All right, because they have the right column and the left column. And the people of Israel went in the middle, because where did they go? They went into the depth of no time, space, and motion, of the world, of the concealed world. And because we know the ocean is the concealed world, right? And the land is the revealed world. So every time, we connect to the water, to the ocean himself, like we are diving deep into the Chokhmat Nistar, the wisdom of the concealed. All right? And after they crossed the Red Sea, it says, Vayaminu b'Hashem u'Moshe avdo. And they believed in the Creator and in Moses, his servant. So the Mishnah is asking, why did they believe in Moses? What really happened there in Moses that they believed in him? I mean, they believed in the Creator, of course, because the water split. But why do they believe in Moses? And it says that the Erev Rav, we all know the mixed multitude, the one that is always making sure that we're not going to make it. The Satan in the left of our brain telling us we cannot make it. So anyway, the mixed multitude came to Moses and tell them, why did you bring us here? How did they say exactly? Why did you bring us here? I mean, there is a grave in Egypt, that you took us to die in the desert? המעין קברים במצרים, שהבאת אותנו למות במדבר. הבאת אותנו למות במדבר. Yeah, so, and after they told that to Moses, Moses yelled to the Creator. And the Gemara is asking, like, why is he yelling to the Creator? I mean, it's literally said, "V'Hashem milachem lachem v'atem tacharishun," and God will fight for you, and you need to be silent. It's literally said that. And why Moses is yelling to the Creator? Well, Moses doesn't believe in the Creator. Moses, the Creator told you, don't worry, it's going to be fine. And you're yelling to the Creator. And am I saying that Moses did believe? But Moses yelled for the people who did not believe. And that's the beauty of Moses, because many times we believe in something, and even if it's a good thing, and if someone believes with us, we're like, yeah, come, we believe, let's fight together, we have a mission, let's make it together. And if someone doesn't believe what we believe, or he's thinking a little bit different, or he has a different belief system, one loved the right, the other one loved the left, but yet, but for Moses it didn't matter. He was yelling for those people who didn't believe, so they will believe. So they will be able to experience the miracles, because whoever did not believe could not experience the miracle. So the Creator did not yell to the Creator so the Creator will do something. The Moses yelled to the Creator so the people that did not believe will believe, and they will be part of splitting of the Red Sea. Therefore, Moses is being revealed as a true leader that really cares for the entire nation, even if it's the mixed multitude. Actually, because of the mixed multitude, the golden calf happened, and we talked about it like a few weeks ago. That Moses went to the mountain, and then the Creator says, go down because your people sinned, your people. The people that you fight to bring from Egypt, and I told you they're not good. I told you they're going to create problems, and you wanted to believe in them. Now go down to the people, your people that you fought for. And that's what we can see along in the Torah with Moses all the time. He was always fight for the people who did not have the certainty yet, or did not have the belief. He believed in everyone because he really saw that each and every one of us can change, and each and every one can repent, and he always believed on those people. Therefore, he is a true leader. So astrology-wise, let's see what do we have during the weekend. So I'm looking at the chart. We have Sun and we have Venus in Aries, and actually this weekend also Mercury is going to go into Aries. And Mercury, we spoke about Mercury. No, we didn't speak about Mercury last time. We were talking about Gemini, but Mercury ruled Gemini. We were talking about Mars in Gemini. That was conjunct the North Node. And now Mercury, Mercury is going to go into Aries, but just before Mercury is going to Aries, he's going to sextile Pluto. Now, Mercury in Pisces, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. Mercury is fast. Mercury is thinking. Is in the last degree. I mean, he's like leaving. He's almost leaving the sign of Pisces. So he's going to sextile Pluto just before he's moving into Aries and starting a new cycle. And Pluto, we know, is transformation, and Capricorn is old-fashioned and structure. So when it's like almost like, I know we were talked about like in the new moon of Pisces that we're starting a new cycles, but we need to remember that with this in Aquarius time, and when Uranus in Taurus, Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, and Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius, everything happened very, very, very fast. So we constantly have new beginnings. You'll see that that things are moving really, really fast and things are just happening, you know. So when we have that Mercury sextile Pluto, um, you know, it reminds me of what we talked about. I didn't think about it before, but it's just, you know, it's coming to me like when we're talking about the Reshimu and how to look at things that we had before that was good, okay? And Mercury is about to finish a cycle, all right? But not every cycle is a bad cycle, all right? Maybe when Mercury in Pisces sextile, because sextile is a positive aspect, all right? So there is a positive aspect between that Mercury and Pluto. And maybe we can make this, you know, we have that weekend that everything is possible to really make a list just before, maybe today's Thursday, and tomorrow we're going to have the splitting of the Red Sea. So even make a list of the good things that you had in life, successful times, happiness, happy time, success time, um, healthy time, you know, when we felt energetic, when we felt that we achieved a lot, that we had all this energy, you know. And we can use that energy of Mercury sextile Pluto to look at things in life that was actually working for us. And in the and now that I don't know if we can still have it, obviously, but we can always make it better. Or if things that we don't have anymore and you want to bring back to life, we revive. It's like almost like immortality, you know, to revive it. Because in the 7th of Pesach, you know, when Mercury again is closing a cycle, is closing and is sextile Pluto, it's a nice combination between them. It's a nice transformation. So if you can remember the things that were good for us, or let's say, I don't know, maybe I don't feel so much energy today, but 1 year ago I remember I was working on that project and I felt so energetic and so alive. So I want to go back to that time when I felt alive, when I felt the mission, when I felt that I want to do that. And just today, Thursday, we can pick up like 2-3 things that we would like to accomplish tomorrow, you know. And we can use that Mercury Pluto aspect together, bringing us things from the past, welcoming, like, I don't know, Mercury in the last sign of the zodiac and is moving into Aries on Saturday. And then we have all personal planets in the spring signs, right? Because where's the chart? Let's see. So we have, so what are the personal planets? So the personal planets are the sun, the moon, but the moon is it's going to be in Sag on Saturday. It's going to enter to Sag, and I want to talk about that too, because that's also important. But let's finish with the personal planet. So we have the sun and Mercury. So sun is in Aries, Mercury is in Aries, Venus is in Aries, okay, and Gemini, and Mars is in Gemini, that is also within the spring. Okay, so all the personal planets, you know, they have energy of renewal, energy of the personal planets. It's something that is affected on a daily basis. All right, so we can use that energy of rejuvenation. We can use that energy of remembering things that were good for us, and we can bring that good energy back to life, to revive. Pluto is revive, is death, but it's rebirth. Okay, so when Mercury in Pisces is like almost like we can bring back situation to life that is that we chose to believe that, or we chose to hang on into the negative reason why it happens, instead of like, I already had it. Yeah, it happened because of pain, because of a mistake, because of whatever mistake I did, but I had it. Okay, and also happened on Saturday, like I said. So the moon will conjunct the south node in Sagittarius. And you know, south node is the shadow of Sagittarius, and the moon is the reactive of Sagittarius. So again, it's all connected. It's really, really all connected. Sagittarius is belief system. Remember, we talked about it so many times, I cannot even repeat it anymore. It's like the belief system that doesn't work. That's the Sagittarius. That's the I believe, big believe. And now that the moon is conjunct the south node, take away the belief that is not working for you anymore. I'm talking to myself too. Let's take the belief that doesn't work for us anymore, and let's connect to new belief. Let's connect to something that it's already been, and it had happened tonight. And again, tonight is the seed level of tomorrow. So let's get ready for tomorrow. We don't want to go tomorrow splitting the Red Sea, and we don't even want to know what do we want to connect to. One of the things that it's important for me to understand, and I think that is important for each and every one of us, is to know that there is something that's called in Hebrew hashgacha pratit, a personal protection, that the Creator is protecting each and every one of us all the time. It's funny. I heard someone said that. I heard, again, one of the Kabbalists in Israel said that, and I never thought of it that way. But when he said that, it makes sense to me. When you believe in God, or when good things happen, then you believe in God, right? You're sure you believe in God, you believe in the Creator. But when something bad happens, what do you say? There's no God. There is no God, right? So if something good happened, you say, wow, God is great. God is amazing. I love the Creator, personal protection. It's amazing. And when something that is not really going well, you say, not you said, but it's people, people will say, people who don't believe in God, they'll say, there's no God. There's no God. But nobody will say God is bad. If something don't go right, usually people don't say God, there is God, but God is bad. They will say there's no God. So, but I like that concept, like if there's God, so if there is God. And sometimes, when, just going to talk to you from the heart, sometimes when we study Kabbalah and we learn there is light and there is vessel, if you're going to do this, you're going to open your vessel and then the light will come in. But sometimes, for me, again, and I'm opening my heart here, sometimes it's, and it's true, and you know how I love telling dissemination and all of this, I just spoke about it at the beginning. But sometimes it sounds a little cold, because it sounds like, okay, there is cause and effect, there is rule, so if I'm going to take that pen, it's going to fall. And there's nothing I can do about it, right? It's going to fall. Nothing is going to stop him in the middle. But that pen, if it's going to fall to the ground, I'm ruined, situation, right? So where is it okay, so if everything is cause and effect and everything is rules, so where is God? And who is that the Creator? Who's the Creator? And again, it can be very cold, and like we said, that life and sustenance and life and sustenance in children, it's been decided in Rosh Hashanah, and that's it, right? And then of course we can connect to Atika in Pesach. But so where, what is that Creator that we constantly talking about loving, and love the Creator and the believe in the Creator and pray to the Creator? Why do we need all of this? And if it's very, very dry, black and white, it's like there is light, there is vessel. This is life. That is simple. There's nothing more than that. And who needs that Creator, basically, that created the world? He created rules. He created the rules of the game, and he's out. Is out, because now we are the players, right? So if there is a concept of Creator, but he's not there for us, so who needs the Creator anyway, right? I hope I make sense here. So once a girl, came to the Kabbalist, and she asked him, actually she complained. She was like, how do you talk to me about Creator and there is a reason for suffering, and there is a reason why we go through what we go through, and there is a reason for everything. It's because cause and effect, right? We did this, we need to go through this, we did that, we need to go through that. Anyway, so the Kabbalist told her, ask her. He says, let's say you are going with your friend to New York City for shopping, all right? And you're picking up the best hotels there, the best hotel, and you're staying with her, and you're having a great time. After one day of shopping, you're having a great time. You go to the room, you're sleeping, and then in the middle of the night, the alarm starts to ring, the fire alarm. And you started to smell already, and you start to feel the fire, and you really want to get out, but your friend in the other room, you're knocking on the door, she's not opening the door, she's not opening. So what would you do? The Kabbalist asked her. She says, I will knock harder. And you say, okay, so you knock harder, and you knock harder, and she's not opening the door. What would you do? And she said, I will knock even harder. I will scratch the door. I will I will try to break the door. I don't know, but it says, but she's not waking up and the door is not broken. What would you do now? And she said, I will leave. I need to save my life. I will leave. And then the Kabbalist looked at her and asked her, and what if it would be your son? And for those of us who are parents knows that if it would be the son, our son, then we prefer to go on fire than to leave that door closed. So we will do everything to break that door. Everything to break that door. And we're not going to leave before that door is broken and we are grabbing our son out of that fire. All right? And he told her that this is like personal protection. That the Creator is for us, for the Creator, we are like children. And sometimes when there is fire, and the Creator give us those challenges that we need to go through, is because we know the goal of the goal of the soul, right? The soul wants to come to a place of no time, space, and motion. But when we are in our world and we are shopping in New York and hotels and stuff, sometimes the Creator create fire. All right, but the Creator is the Creator create fire in our life constantly, but the Creator does not create fires in people's life that are not close to the Creator. And that's the illusion of the world, and that's the whole idea of this splitting of the Red Sea, of that we learned in Parashat Beshalach that the ocean is the concealed world, and I think I said that already, and the land is the revealed world. And sometimes when we see that we have so many challenges, and the people who are so far away, and it looks like they protected by Creator, not us. We're not protected by Creator. We get challenges all the time. It's just to understand that the Creator knows that He has to save us, like that son, and He's gonna scratch the door and break the door and I don't know what. So we will understand, so we will wake up, so we, instead of falling into our mistakes and our lack of power and I don't know, the lack of that we're motivation, the sadness and depression and not believing in ourselves, don't see our potential, so the light is constantly knocking, the Creator constantly knocking on our door, so we will wake up. Okay, just like the Red Sea. I mean, the Egyptian from one side, the ocean from another. Jump into the water. We are protected, and the reason we have that challenges is because we are loved. It's because we want to take our soul to the next level, and we cannot take our soul to the next level if we don't believe in the miracle. if we don't believe that we can jump into the water and we are going to be fine, that the challenges that happen to us, it's because there is protection, there is personal protection.